A little under a year ago, I uploaded a tutorial for the newly discovered Rando Cor Skip. At the time we only knew how to do it in a few ways, but since then the trick has been greatly optimized, and can be completed with a variety of tools. This video will be a guide for new players to get more comfortable with this skip, and for more experienced players to know exactly what they need to get through it. Now when it comes to the initial clip out of bounds, you can either just feel for the right spot, as it is pretty feel based, or you can do this consistent setup by first grabbing over the ledge to fix your camera, and then dropping off, and as you fall you can hit the wall, and then you can just jump and hold forward slightly. This will set you up for it and you can get ready for the actual skip. Keep in mind that the next ledge out of bounds you can get to with two different methods. The first one, which I did initially show off in my original tutorial, just has you just drop down and aerial lodge over to the next ledge, though I find this one to be very risky, as you can very easily bonk or just not clear. Though with a high level aerial dodge, this one isn't too difficult. The other option has you turn off high jump and drop down to the ledge below, and you just have to jump around the little wall and just aerial dodge over. Now with this variation you can still bonk and fall, though I feel like it is safer. Now when it comes to actually getting across this gap, it is many ways that you can do this. The only thing you need to keep in mind is as you are trying to actually leave the room, you do need to go slightly back in bounds until you see Sora kind of jolt forward. Now I'm going to let the rest of these variations kind of speak for themselves. Now the next obstacle you need to overcome are the valves themselves that you come across next, and depending on where you are in the game, it can be easy or very difficult to defeat these. With level 1 stats, I always like to just use Master Form and just target the middle valve and just spam fire over and over again, as long as you never run out of MP, you can always just hit each one as you go. And conveniently, since the game never considers you in battle in here, you can actually access the menu and menu an ether, a tent, or anything that can restore your MP in case you do actually run out of MP if you don't have a high enough magic stat. Using Final Form is another way to easily deal with this. Now when it comes to actually ascending the wall after the valves, the most common way is definitely by just spacing your jumps with Master and spamming fire to ascend up the wall and then reverting and aerial dodging, and this can be done with as low as aerial dodge level 1 and Master Form level 1. Interestingly enough, you can also just make this entire height with just only Sora by either just gliding in this very precise way, or with just aerial dodge and high jump max you can actually just grab the ledge. And once again, I'm going to let the rest of these strats speak for themselves. Now this will be quick, but just know that you can do this with Aerial Dodge level 1, and you can just use a magic to glide up this little piece. Now, a significantly more difficult version of Core Skip can be done in a similar way as known as the original Captain Remembrance Skip in the original Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix that normal Core Skip is based off of, better explained in this video by Bloody Biscuits. However, it is not as viable for Randomizer as it is significantly more difficult to gain the height and usually use as many drive recoveries as you normally can in the vanilla game, as there aren't that many in the pool without better junk on. Now, in certain categories when the better junk function is on, drive recoveries are significantly more common, and in cases like that this might be more viable, so I will just showcase how this can be done with max growth, max and everything, but I will not go into much explanation other than that. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you learned something that you did not know before about Core Skip. And if you want to catch more tutorials and random related content, make sure to subscribe to me on YouTube and follow me on Twitch. Thank you so much for watching.